I'm Deputy Curiel. I work at a central receiving facility. Essentially, we intake inmates. Right out of high school, I joined the Marines, and I got out roughly November of last year. So I've only been on with the Sheriff's Department for about a year. The hiring process for me was pretty smooth as my transition. The only issues I had was how I had to come back down over here to Bakersfield in order to do all my testing.
So you were staying outside of Bakersfield?
Outside of Bakersfield and Oceanside. I was stationed on Camp Pendleton. Okay. So when I came back from the base, I would just do my testing here, go back. I would take a leave day, so I just request a day off. The command was pretty understanding about all that, so I didn't have any issues.
I'm Deputy Flores. I've been with the department for 11 years. Through my 11 years, I started off just in the jail process, just like you. Did courts also. After that, I was in patrol for a few years, and then just recently came to transportation. I'm fairly new to the transportation unit. I've been there for approximately 2.5 years. I love it. It's a little different than patrol and courts and the jails because I get to travel a lot. What my position consists of is driving incarcerated persons up and down the state to other jail facilities or medical institutions. So when you have guys that have to go to the state hospitals from courts, I take them to state hospitals. When we have guys that get arrested from other cities and they have a warrant out for the arrest and they want us to extradite them back, that's what I do.
What's the furthest you traveled to pick up an incarcerated person?
Furthest I've been was to the East Coast, to Kentucky. You fly out there to pick up the inmate and then fly him back and book him in. So it's a neat opportunity to see other states. And so, like I said, I've been to Kentucky, I've been to Oklahoma, I've been to Texas, and then, of course, Nevada. I did have the opportunity to fly one of our planes, and reason why is because of the inmate. He was going to be an issue on a public plane. When you fly out to extraditions, we have two opportunities. You can drive all the way down there in a patrol vehicle to pick this guy up, or the department can coordinate taking one of their private airplanes out there and picking him up. We flew out there, pick up this guy. So yes, I had the opportunity to fly in our department airplane, which is really nice. I never seen the department airplane till working transportation unit.
I'm glad you said that because I never knew that they extradited like that. And I didn't even know we had a private plane that would actually go pick up until you said that.
Yeah, like working 11 years, I didn't even know about this division till I recently went back to courts, and I wanted to be home more for my kid. And so that's the great thing about this department is you have opportunities to find a better schedule if you wanted to start a family. And then while working the courts, I heard about this transportation unit, and so I put in a transfer there and was picked up. So yeah, again, I didn't know about it. It's a neat experience. I love it. I love this job. I get to travel. I love to travel. I travel a lot outside of work. So with our transportation unit, you will have to get a Class B license because eventually you're going to have to drive a bus. It's a good tool to have on your application. I know our SWAT team just had to hire a new vehicle where they had to have a Class B. So let's say if you wanted to come and work transportation, you get your Class B through our department, and then you go to patrol and you're like, you know what, I want to do SWAT team. And again, you'll have that Class B license to drive the vehicle, so it gives you more experience.
Did the department pay for that?
Yes, the department pays for it.
Okay.
It's but you'll do like all the behind the wheel and stuff through our department.
Oh, okay. So it's all done in-house then?
Yes,
okay.
Pretty much.
So I believe the opportunity is there. It's just a matter of who wants it is going to get it. Because obviously, it is the mindset thing. You're in the academy. You're dealing with a whole fresh new faces that you've never seen. A lot of people, different walks of life, and you have all the deputies doing stress inoculation on you. Essentially, they're yelling at you and they're putting your body through the works. They're making your body go through some pain in order to mentally prepare you for what the job is going to throw at you. Because not every day is going to be roses and sunshine. Not every day is going to be the worst day of your life. It's just a matter of you have to be mentally tough for this job. It's still very competitive because there's a lot of people that want to join the sheriff's office. So But it has changed a lot. Like while you're in the academy now, you'll take your tests throughout the throughout the entirety of the academy. It's a little bit better now. The sheriff's office is very helpful about helping anyone who is willing to put the work in to pass. I don't think we had anyone fail ours out of the academic portion of it. And then as for the physical portion of it, you have until the day that is the final, essentially, for the physical test. So you're going to be in the academy for 5-6 months roughly.
Yes.
And then in that last month, that is your last opportunity. They'll tell you, hey, once it's your last time, your last day, your last try, if you can't make it then you didn't prepare for the last 6 months. So that's one of the upsides that is going on with it now.
So I see you got military experience. How did the military help with possibly doing the transition? Was this something that you would say the military gave you a lot of experience?
Absolutely. So I was in the Marine Corps for 8 years and a few months. Essentially, I was getting ready to get out, and I had no idea what I was going to do. When I contacted the sheriff's office, I asked pretty much like, hey, what opportunities do I have? What can I do? What is there to do? And they told me there's courts, there's jails, there's patrol. You can be in Ridgecrest, you can be over in Fraser Park, you can be over in Lamont. So anywhere in Kern County, that's pretty much our jurisdiction. So that kind of, it was very attractive to me because it's kind of a similar structure to where it comes.
Yeah. When I worked patrol, I worked out in Mojave, and like I said, we have so many outlying substations. So if residents that live out my Roseman and want to be closer home, they can go out and eventually patrol that. So
exactly,
it's a great opportunity where you can just not be so stuck in Bakersfield.
Exactly.
Yeah.
that was one of those things that it was very like, oh, let me go find out some more. And they told me about the off-roading team, the off-roading the unit out there. There's a lot to do. It's a big county, so it's a great time.